Today, we examine a developing global story, how the United States under President Donald Trump is reshaping global strategy, and why this shift is forcing Europe to make a hard choice about its future. From national security strategy changes to stark criticism from European leaders, this is more than politics, it's a tectonic shift in world order. Asterisk. In late 2025, the U.S. released a new national security strategy under President Trump that marks a major departure from traditional U.S. foreign policy. Rather than emphasizing a rules-based order built on long-standing alliances, this strategy embraces a starkly America-first global posture, reassert U.S. dominance in the Western Hemisphere, re-emphasize a modern Monroe Doctrine, critique European governments as weak or unreliable, push Europe to take primary responsibility for its own defense, suggests civilizational erosion. In Europe, the document explicitly criticizes European politics, demographics, free speech policies, and immigration laws, a degree of criticism almost unheard of in previous U.S. security strategies. The strategy warns that Europe may face civilizational erasure if present trends continue, a phrase that shocked many Allied capitals. It calls on Europe to spend more on defense and to reduce dependence on the United States. Europe may be unrecognizable in 20 years. Europe is enfeebled by migration and weak demographics. Europe must take primary responsibility for its own defense. This language is unprecedented, moving beyond policy differences into rhetorical critique of European systems and priorities. Beyond policy papers, recent U.S. actions are turning rhetoric into reality. Stock footage suggestions, U.S. military base footage, diplomatic press conferences. The U.S. has renewed interest in Greenland, even suggesting possible acquisition, provoking European alarm. European nations vow action if the U.S. tries to assert control over the Arctic territory. France's foreign minister said Europe has the right to reject unacceptable U.S. proposals, including perceived interference in European affairs. These aren't just words, they're concrete diplomatic flashpoints. Europe's response has been strong. French President Emmanuel Macron and German President Frank-Walter Steinmeier publicly condemned the U.S. for turning away from allies and undermining the post-World War Roman II rules-based system. We must protect our unity, values, and strategic autonomy. Paraphrased from European leaders, France's foreign minister also went further, saying Europe could reject U.S. proposals altogether if they threaten European cohesion or sovereignty. Europe now faces a choice: maintain traditional alliance with the U.S. and adapt to Washington's new strategic vision, seek greater strategic autonomy, especially in defense and diplomacy, forge a balanced path between the U.S. and emerging powers like China and Russia while maintaining core European values. At the same time, many Europeans still consider the U.S. their most important military ally, particularly in the face of Russia's aggression in Ukraine and broader security concerns. This realignment doesn't just affect Europe, it reshapes global geopolitics. The U.S. pivot toward the Western Hemisphere, renewed emphasis on hemispheric dominance, and a willingness to criticize long-standing allies could inspire rival powers to expand their influence. Russia and China are watching. Russia has welcomed parts of the strategy that weaken unified Western policy. As international relations enter a new, uncertain chapter, Europe must decide whether to renew faith in transatlantic links, strengthen its own strategic autonomy, or pursue a mixed course of diplomatic partnerships. Europe's choice will impact global security, economic alliances, and the future of international cooperation. One thing is clear: the old world order is changing, and Europe stands at a historic crossroads. Thanks for watching. If you found this explanation helpful, like, share, and subscribe for updates on global geopolitics. Let us know in the comments, do you think Europe should deepen ties with the US or seek greater independence?